I would like to give you some important reminders to run this event smoothly. Kindly set your phone on silent mode. And for your convenience, washrooms are outside on the right side of the auditorium. Before we move further in the program, I would request everyone to please rise up for the school song. Can we all rise up for the school song, please?
To you I raise my sweet adoration. To you I pledge my endless devotion. The rich knowledge we get with your guidance. Our trust for you is growing higher. We are the children of G.D.Goenka. We are the family of G.D.Goenka. We learn and play as we find ourselves and give the world the best of us. We pray and wait for the time so glorious. We grow with you and win laurels. We are the children of G.D.Goenka. We are the family of G.D.Goenka. As birds we come, and to flowers we bloom, and fly as eagle on wings to blue. Guided by mentors who teach us be true, to cross the bound and see the new. We are the children of G.D.Goenka. We are the family of G.D.Goenka.
Thank you all. You may now take your seat. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries, parents, teachers, and my lovely children. This is Ankita Mulya, class head of KG and mother teacher of class KGC. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome on behalf of the entire teaching fraternity of G.D.Goenka International School, Surat, to this fun-filled phonological awareness workshop. I take this opportunity to welcome our Director Principal, Ms. Jayashree Choraria, and the resource person, Ms. Ushma Kapadia. Understanding the importance and value of appropriate language development in early years, this workshop has been organized for the parents of pre-primary and primary section. Before we learn the integrity of a language that is adopted by 67 countries as their official language, let's go back to the history and ponder to the origin of English. 15 years ago, Danish tribes, angels, crossed the English Channel followed by German and Dutch and settled in Wales. The blending of their language gave birth to English. It may come to you as a surprise that a philosopher is recognized as the father of English. Anybody from the audience who can name the father of English, the philosopher, the very famous philosopher? Anybody in the audience who is aware about it? No? Well, he is Geoffrey Chaucer, who is an English author, poet, and the philosopher. English is referred as world language and lingua franca of the modern era. There are a lot of ways that can help children learn to read, from the time they are babies to the time they are in high school. There are many little steps you can take along the way. Rhyming and singing songs, reading out loud, sounding out letters, going to the library and reading books together in your home language. This workshop is filled with tips for what you can do at home. fun activities, and ideas on how you can prepare your child for a lifetime and love of reading. Before we set our foot forward for this language enhancement journey, let's enlighten our minds with the positivity of a prayer. Light is a symbol of brightness, and prosperity as sunlight expels the darkness. Similarly, blessings bring prosperity and happiness in our life. To make this afternoon a blessed one by Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and wisdom, and to seek the choicest blessings for the same, I invite a top management and the guest to kindly come forward for the lamp lightning ceremony. May I request Beenal ma'am and Shilpa ma'am, the coordinator of primary section, to escort the top management and our esteemed guest for the Diya lightning.
विश्वरूपे विशालाक्षे विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तुते विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तुते विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तुते.
Thank you, dignitaries. What a spiritual start. Today for the workshop, we have with us an eminent personality, Miss Ushma Kapadia. Let's hear it for her, please. Well, Ushma Kapadia is literacy educator and founder at Letter Pillar. In her 15 years of professional career, she has motivated more than 2,000 students to read and spell with confidence and comprehension. Her main idea is to instill love for books in young children. With a bachelor in education, she has also earned a certificate in English language teaching to adults by British Council. She owns various diplomas in early childhood education and is a certified phonics trainer since many years. She has also conducted several enriching workshops for teachers from different schools and cities in India. A very warm welcome once again, ma'am. May I request Ushma ma'am to please come on the stage and take the workshop ahead. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Wow, that's a nice, energetic good afternoon. Did you have lunch? Did you have lunch? Yes, is your tummy full? Yeah. Very warm welcome to all of you. Today, I think we were expecting more guests to come. Maybe they'll join in. All of us have come here with a purpose today. Yes. Is everyone comfortable with English? Hindi, Gujarati, bilingual? Please feel free to communicate in whatever language suits you. Here we have come. The difference between a seminar and a workshop is, here we are going to discover something. Seminar is I am going to talk and you're going to listen. That's not going to happen. The more you talk, the more you will know, the more it will benefit you, and your purpose of coming here will be solved. So to start, may I please know, what are you expecting from this session? Anybody who would like to tell me, आप क्यों आए हैं यहाँ, आप क्या चाहते हैं, what are you looking forward to?
for making our children make interest in reading firstly, and how to read with the phonics based study.
Wow, it's a very important point. How to make it interesting for the children. पढ़ाना तो सबको है, आना तो सबको चाहिए. But how to make it interesting? It's a very good point, and I'm glad that you want to make things at home interesting. Yes. Is there anything else that you are looking at? Yes, please.
My child faces problem in writing spellings and all. So
Okay.
I want to make him clear how he can sketch the sounds and make the spellings by himself.
Okay. Which grade is he in?
He's in 5th standard.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you want sound clarity. Okay. Yes, we will be doing that. Anybody else? Okay, can we turn the lights off? And yes. So you have laid your expectations of what I understand. I'll take it as much as I can attend to. We will do that. At the end of the session, if there's anything that you feel that you want to throw light on, like this is a very precise question. If something like that, we will take that on later. Next slide, please. Today's agenda would be language acquisition process in young learners. Young learners or anybody, you or me, how do we acquire a new language, any language? Phonics and grammar, that definitely has to be academically connected with your syllabus. And how can you make learning fun at home? It is very important for parents to understand that it is not a one-way process. You have chosen a good school, you are being good parents. How is a child benefiting? So, to make you understand, if that helps you to make it more clear, it's like a learning triangle. The child is here, there's a teacher, and there's a parent. It's a learning partnership. If anywhere there's a flaw, there will be change in the output. So we need to very well understand. All those of you who have made time to come here, I understand your intention that you really want to make a difference in the way your child is learning. When we talk about generally acquiring a language, कोई भी भाषा सीखते हैं, Hindi, Gujarati, English, Marathi, Telugu, whatever your language of communication is, just pause for a moment and think, how do you learn a language? Can you tell me?
By listening first.
By speaking. How will you speak?
By listening, because listen to what somebody
Somebody
is speaking.
is speaking. You listen to, and then what will you be able to do? So you will be able to reproduce. Yes?
By reading more of that.
By reading more, by understanding sounds. Okay, sounds have come into picture now because now phonics is popularizing and there are rules. Initially, वो नहीं था. Yeah, making them read. Yes, I would put it that way, encouraging them to read. How will you make them to read? How will I make you dance?
Dancing myself.
Or maybe motivating you. Creating an interest is more important than teaching. This is brown. You can't call it dark brown. This is exact brown. So if a child says, I see some yellow, no, it's brown. Because I told you, I'm giving information, you take the information and that's the answer. Then how is the brain going to think? The acquiring language process we were talking about, it's very important that we understand this. Any language acquisition has 4 important skills. You can apply this to any language. This is listening, speaking, reading and writing. Every child, every human being acquires language in this order. When the child is born, you talk to the child normally. You don't simplify, you don't cut down your language, you don't break and talk. Everybody celebrates in the normal language. And then actually when the child will start talking, the child is producing the much that the tongue is allowing. But the idea in the brain, when the child is ready to talk, when the child has developed that speech, the child will talk exactly like you and will not break sounds in. The child will say ped. The child will not say pa, ed, ped. They'll talk the way they have heard you. So listening is a very primary skill, very important. Whatever they listen, like you said, will they speak? Yes, sure. Thank you, ma'am. Whatever they read, will they write? How? The more you read, bar, same words keep coming, keep running through your eyes, and eventually when you have to reproduce it, your brain will automatically, sometimes if I say, okay ma'am, can I went to the toilet? What will you tell me? There is some garbad. But if I ask you, what is the garbad? इसकी जगह ये आना चाहिए. क्यों? वो नहीं मालूम. Our ears are trained to listen in a particular manner. And when we are trained to listen, if it deviates, we can spot the difference. That ये कुछ गड़बड़ है. What is the difference? वो नहीं मालूम. वही English है. That is what we will teach. That is the job of teacher, to teach the science of the language, the grammar and whatsoever it is. Now, so listening and reading, if you think broadly, are inputs. You listen, goes inside. You read, it goes inside. You speak, comes outside. You write, it comes outside. This is governing everything. But in young minds, what can we do? Can you control speaking and writing? Yes, you can. How? By focusing on listening and reading. आप जैसा पढ़ोगे, आप जैसा बोलोगे, same वो लिखेगा, same वो बोलेगा. Same thing applies in any context. Whatever is the input, the child will produce that. So if we as parents and teachers take care of the input, leave this to the children, they will manage it. And they'll manage it absolutely the way you have managed the input. The effort you put, the effort they will show. So these are very important skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. हम usually ऐसा मेरा बच्चा लिखता नहीं है. कितना बोलता है, कितना सोचता है, how much language is already there in the brain. आपने कितनी मेहनत की है, टीचर ने कितनी मेहनत की है, surroundings में कितना enough input मिला है कि बच्चा produce करे. But मेरा बच्चा तो सुनता ही नहीं है. It may so happen they don't know. They want to, but they don't know. Please focus on input and leave the output to them. The next is, take a moment and just think about a conversation that you've had with your child. Just pause. Close your eyes. Just recall. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in the morning, maybe while coming right now. What conversation, exact conversation that is in your mind? Can anybody share something? The point of, yes, please. Ma'am, Mike. Yes, please.
Mama, where are you going?
Okay.
I'm going to your school.
Mama, where are you going? I'm going to your school. Can I come along with you? No, you can't come. Why? Because it's written that kids are not allowed. When will you come? After 3 hours. Can I watch a movie when you are not here? I'm like, you can watch one movie, then you have to play your games. Okay, mama, come soon.
Okay. Now, when you were retelling this conversation, what were you doing? Generally, what were you doing? Imagining. Was the picture going on in your mind? Did you see your child? Did you see that scene? Did you see that setup? Okay. Now, if you would not have had a vocabulary, if you would not have had the words, how will you express? And where will the words and vocabulary come? It's a vicious circle. Where will it come from? So the point of doing this is, we need a language to think. Generally, if you have a thinking task, you would prefer to think in your preferred language. It may be your mother tongue, it may not be your mother tongue. But we think in a language. For our brains to function, we need a language. And how do we get that language from? Different surroundings, from the inputs. Whatever we listen to, whatever we look, whatever we read, that is the input, and that is how we reproduce. Are you with me? Am I clear? Yes, okay. So, thinking language, how will this help your children? When they start thinking, they will be able to generate ideas. If they are not thinking, I have given you 10 words. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Today you've learned. Tomorrow, will you be able to think without an existing knowledge? जितना दिया है उतना reproduce करो, वैसे तो नहीं होगा. If you want them to generate an idea, you give them enough, they will give you enough, or they will be able to express enough. We get frustrated that ये कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा है, कुछ करता ही नहीं है, और generally maths तो अच्छा ही नहीं लगता, English तो अच्छा ही नहीं लगता. Any child if complains that they don't like something, it is because they don't know it. If they know it, they'll be very proud. They don't have consciousness like you and me. If you tell them to stand and dance right here, they'll do that because they know it. They're confident. They don't have that consciousness. So if they can read, they will want to read. If they can count, they will want to count. But if constantly they get, you don't know. Ma'am is complaining, you don't know. I am tired that you don't know. Spellings, dictation, you've performed horrible. Do you think if every day your husband or vice versa, husband comes and tells you, Khana, not good. Khana, not good. Khana, not good. Will the fourth day you'll be excited to cook? You have your answer. Same thing applies here. Yes, can we go on the next slide, please? Ma'am, next slide, please. Okay. So this is the bottom-up language learning approach. How, once again, how do we acquire language? How many of you are feeling bored right now? Honestly. Be honest. How many of you are feeling sleepy? I can see some sleepy faces. I know, it's a Saturday afternoon, I understand. But you have done the great job of taking pains to come till here. Then make use of it. Nahi aate to you would be relaxing at home, but ab aa hi gaye ho, to participate. Yes? Right. We are talking about the bottom-up language learning approach. How will they proceed? This is for you to understand आपको कितना expectation रखना है. Have a realistic expectation. Like I explained the skills to you, उसी हिसाब से they'll be able to perform. Considering that reading and spelling comes primary. Nursery or KG में सबसे पहले they will learn to read basic things and they'll be able to spell. They can't directly start writing sentences. So first they will learn to read and spell. Then they will understand to use the words in context. What do I mean by that? If we are talking about a particular, let's try that. Okay, let's talk about holiday. Okay, holiday means not Saturday, Sunday wala holiday, holiday. We are going for a holiday. Can you quickly just tell me randomly any words that come to you when you think of holiday? Yes. Packing, luggage,
Tickets.
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 Yes.
And we can food. Home
Beach,
food.
beach, food, shopping, having fun, exploration, destination, food. What else? Relaxation, flight, train, yes. Swimming, shopping. What are you going to do on the holiday? Pizza. Oh, wow. Visa. My God. Okay. French fries. Oh, now you're talking about food items. Yes. So when we, yes. Anybody? Anything? New friends. Excellent. Now, friends is a word that can be applied in so many things. But when you think of holiday, and you're thinking of food, you're thinking of friends. So you are thinking of the words in context. You're already relating it to a holiday. Now, do you think that these words cannot be applied somewhere else? They definitely can. But we are thinking in a context. You are already building the content. So when you want to talk to a child, generally, let's plan your party. How many words will come? Do that and see. Rather than sitting with a textbook, if you want to elicit vocabulary, try something like this. Okay, Sunday is going to be your shopping day. You please list down the toys you're looking for. I will decide when one you'll get. List down. Do you think they'll not be excited to list down? If they can't, now, at that time, don't focus on spellings. Here, the point is idea generation. If they can't write, draw. We are generating content. They are thinking. So it's not important. Yes? Words in context. Sentence, obviously when you will start building words, you will come to sentence, you will go to structure. Now you vocabulary के लिए आपने sound सीख लिया, spelling आ गया. Sentence के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? Grammar. So grammar comes in the picture. That is why from end of senior KG or beginning of grade 1, I think grammar starts. And grammar will help the children to put their ideas or vocabulary in proper sentences. And sentences के बाद आता है idea generation, that they are completely able to express. For example, I would like to eat a pancake on a holiday. Or I would like to wear a pink swim shorts on my beach holiday. Generating and expressing. Yes, very important. If you want to work on language, these are the kind of things that you can do day-to-day life every day. Okay, on Sunday is a holiday, would you list down the things that you did? How you want to spend your holiday? What do you want to do? Interesting things. That will elicit response. If you tell them, Rani wala chapter padhte hain, aake baitho. Rani went to Bombay, Rani did that. What do I do with Rani? I'm not interested in studying. I don't want to do that. So first create a connect, create an interest is when they will come that, okay, let's read the story of Rani. I want to know. Create that curiosity rather than that top down. That is how the language proceeds. Ma'am, next slide please. Like we have spoken about the general language, now we will come down, focus to English. Key skills, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Are we all familiar with those? Clear? Right. Then the alphabet. What is an alphabet? So alphabet, not alphabets. Alphabet is a set of 26 letters. Clear? Not alphabets. Different languages का साथ में मिला के there can be alphabets. But alphabet, English alphabet consists of 26 letters. And how many vowel sounds? Wow. And the remaining are called? Consonants. 5 vowels. Correct. A, E, I, O, U. Vowels. How do you say vowels? Vowels? Vowel? Okay, let's try. When you say that word, how many times is your chin going down? Touch and see. How many times is your chin going down? 2 times? Everyone? The chin should go down once. It is a one syllable word. The way you say a cow, vowels. Open your camera, look at yourself. Please open your phone. Take your selfie mode on. Look at yourself, smile at yourself. I'm sure that's what you do. And then you try to say vowels, vowels, vowels. First you say cow. Open the camera, look at yourself. Not your entire face, just your mouth. Everyone is smiling, I know. It's good to see yourself. Yes? Vowels. It'll take time to accommodate to this idea. कहीं बाहर बोलोगे तो ऐसा भी लगेगा कि नया नया इंग्लिश सीखा ये होशियारी style. But that's the correct pronunciation. So we'll try to say vowels. I know you'll come back to vowels, but try. Vowels. Yes. How many? Which ones? Superb. How many of you are in KG parents? Okay, and remaining are grade 1, 2? Okay. So this is a cakewalk for all of you, isn't it? Right. Now, why are the vowels special? Do you know that? How many of you know the vowel sounds? A makes, E makes, E makes, I makes, O makes, and U makes. Super. Now, look at yourself in the mirror and make these sounds and tell me, what do you notice? Open your cameras, look at yourself, see the shape of your mouth, tell me, what do you notice? Quickly. A makes, in the mirror. Take it closer, see properly. Okay, E makes, I makes, O makes, and U makes. When you make these vowel sounds, A, E, O, nothing needs to move, doesn't change. That is why these are called special sounds. The other reason why they are special is because with their combination, so 26 letters, but English language has 44 sounds. So 5 vowels together in their own combinations are making so many more sounds. That is why they are specials. They are like the swar and the vyanjans. So vyanjans are consistent, swar Hindi mein to straight rehte hain, but English mein they jump around a lot. So that's the tricky part of it. Yes, ma'am, can we have the next slide, please? Everyone is aware of phonics? Is there anybody who needs to discuss phonics or is having any confusion related to phonics? Or else you'll directly be put to test. Yes. Okay. Okay, right. So basically, we learned what are the skills of language? Which are the skills of language? Listening, speaking, reading, writing. And what is the science of the knowledge? What is English consist of? The primary, what is the consistence of English? We just discussed. 26 letters. So when 26 letters and the skills come together, they make phonics. So letters, the written font is called the grapheme, the graph, the text, grapheme, and the associated or the corresponding sound is called phoneme. So phoneme and grapheme. Are you going to remember this? It's okay if you don't remember their names, you need to remember their connections. Yes? So there are graphemes and phonemes. Together they make sounds. And why? How does the sound help? How many of you were taught phonics in school? None of you? You were taught phonics. Okay. The ones who were not taught phonics, are you comfortable reading English? Somewhat. Right? You still manage to learn to read. Why it is important to do phonics? How does phonics help? Yes. Pronunciation. Pronunciation can happen without phonics also, just the way you're reading.
If you're not hearing the sound, I think you will not be able to learn.
Okay. Yes. Fluency. It makes it easy to remember the spelling without memorizing it. Yes. One very important thing that I want to tell you is phonics will help a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old to read. Whereas if you teach ABC, you will not see that. Child will take time. Maybe the child will read in grade 1 or grade 2 whenever it's completed. Now if you know, for example, if you know all the sounds of A, B, C, D, la la la, I ask you, if you have done ABC, right? School में A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, la la la. I taught you the spellings, CAT, cat, MAT, mad, FAT, fat. Tomorrow dictation, okay? You come for the dictation. And if I tell you, write milk, that was not there in the dictation list. If I tell you to write hand, that was not there in the dictation list. But if the child knows phonics, the child will be able to spell these. Do you understand the difference? Are you all with me? Yes. Okay. So grapheme phoneme correspondence. Why you? Because in the learning partnership, we are looking at an active role from home too. Yes? Next slide please, ma'am. Let's practice the sound very quickly. Now I would request you to do one thing. When the sound is played, please speak with her. Practice the sound with her. If you're confused in any sound, quickly write down. We will discuss only those sounds because you have already done phonics. We will not go in details, right? Ma'am, over to you please.
Ant. Tennis. Ink. Puff. Nut. Cat. Egg. Hop. Rag. Meal. Drum. Gurgle. Umbrella. Lollipop. Fish. Bat. Pain. Jam. Goat.
E, E, B, O, fork, Z, Z, buzz, W, W, wind, strong, van, book, moon, yogurt, fox, chicken, hush, this, three, quack, 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 ow, ow, ouch, oi, oi, oil, you, Q, mixer,
How many of you actually practiced? I could hear him telling constantly. Yes, he did all the sounds. Yes, you practiced. Any confusion or any query about any sound? Yes, please.
They were just write on double O. Book and
Yes, okay.
one was pronounced as O. And
No, they both, okay. We'll take that. Anything else? Yes. Okay, right.
And
E, like the letter E.
I could understand the word strong. NG, but it was like strong.
So NG together is the sound. Make that sound, it's from behind your nose. Strong, long, tongue, Hong Kong. That's from behind your nose. So it's not strong, strong, king, yeah, ping, pong. Oh. Yes? Yes? Okay. Any other confusion? Yes.
I always had this confusion about the CH sound.
Okay.
So I also had when it comes to character and such words.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know how can I
All right.
differentiate
We'll do
for
that.
kids,
We'll
yes.
do that. Anything else? Yes. Yeah, book and the moon. Right. Now when you see, try to speak book. Listen to your sound. When you say book, shook, took, root, shoot, boot, took, shook, food. Both are double O. But there's a very slight underlying difference. So they are the short and the long. Do you understand that? There's a book, took, and wood, food, moon, room. Clear? Not clear? So, yes, both are supposed to be there. Now, how do you remember? You make a list of the long ones, you make the list of short ones. That's how you will have to remember, but you have to identify the sounds. They spell the same, so children will be able to reproduce easily. When will there be a problem? When you have to pronounce them. She took my book. She took my book. Let's have some food. You will never say let's have some food. It's a foot. Food. Food. Clear? Okay. Now we come to the English is such a funny language that any and every rule has an exception. For example, the rule that says there's a rule which says I follows the E. When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So it will say its own name I, like a tie or a lie, pie. In this rule, there are around 44 words that will follow this rule, and there are 90 words that will not follow this rule. Yes. So, English is a funny language. You will see many incidences that how English is a funny language. But for you to understand one very important topic, and I think the teachers also feel important for you to understand that, is the diagraph. We have it on slide, but I'll still take it now. So like there are vowels and consonants, वैसे ही जैसे sound complex होते हैं, when two sounds come together in combination, they are called different things. Like for example, consonant blends. Like when two consonants come together, the consonant blends. For example, can you give me an example? Think of two consonants coming together. Okay, she says CH, SH, ST, and we are talking about the beginning. Sorry, FL, CL. Did you say that? Cl, br, sw, ch, sh. Okay. Both of them, both the sets have two consonants together, right? We have not used any vowels. Can you try to sound out these, please? In all these, how many sounds did you hear? Now I'm going to make this sound. How many sounds do you hear? Now let me sound out these. St, kl, br, s, two. The moment you say stir, you've added one at the back. Pr, fr, you're already adding a. It's fr, pull. Try pull, full. You can hear the but not the full. St, st, stop. Will you say stop, stop, stop? That additional that you add at the end is the schwa sound. That is required in English language, but only at some places, not everywhere. But हमारे लिए तो Indians के लिए free. K, ख, g, gh, सब में So when गलती नहीं है, our dialect, our regional dialect is the sound of our language has that singing. But when it comes to English, it's as short as possible. For example, I'm going to say a letter. Can you tell me the sound? F, P. Try to cut down the B, L, S, P, P. Just hava. Okay. R. Let me see this one. R nahi. Road. Okay. Now, here I'm going to put the dots so you understand. How many sounds? One, 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 one. These are called digraphs. दो ग्राफ्स हैं. Digraphs. Sound कितने करते हैं? One. Digraphs. इधर दो है. Two consonants. These are blends. Blends are very easy, children, because they know initial sounds. They can aram se read. Challenge is here. Yes? When they have it in school, for example, now, this. Say thank you. Think, thought, the, these, those, than, then. How is it different? All of them have TH. So what difference did you notice? It's going to be nice. Are you all with me? Yes. Get up please. Let's sing the phonics song once. All of you know this sound. Get up, get up, get up, get up. It's a wakey wakey. Good morning. For all those who are a little sleepy, we are not teachers going to. That's their army, but we do it a little earlier. First thing what you're going to do is, let me see how active your brains are. What you're going to do is, one hand on your stomach, one hand on your head. Round and round. Round and round. Stop. Good. You're with me. Now, one hand on your stomach, one hand on your head. Tap, tap, tap. You're still with me. One hand on your stomach, one hand on your head. Now see what you do. Round and tap. No. Round and tap. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Nice, Chapli. Your right brain and left brain are working together. Two hands are functioning differently. Come on, quickly now. Round and tap. Good. Focus, focus. Yes, very nice. Now we're going to try one more brain breaker. Your right hand, okay. Your right hand. Aage. Your left hand. Chalo. Focus. Focus. Bring your attention. Right hand aage, left hand piche.
First keep doing this.
One brain is alert, one is sleeping. Focus, try, try, try. Good. Good. If you focus, you'll be able to do that.
I wasn't able to do it to the focus also. One at a time.
Are you all awake now?
Yes.
Can we
Very
get
well.
back to some gyan?
Yes.
Now, please. Thank you. I
Like
thought
we-
we sing the phonics, but then I thought we would do the... Yeah. So, where are we? The schwa sound. What is the schwa sound? जो हम इंडियंस फ्री में पढ़ते हैं additional sound. See, that's how you remember. The sound additional is not required in English. Please do not move. Why phonics? Any questions on why do we need phonics? One primary reason is children start reading faster in phonics. पढ़ेंगे तो सभी हम पढ़ेंगे, we didn't do phonics but we still learn. Phonics enables the children to read faster. So in nursery, KG, they'll start reading words and then sentences. It depends on how it goes at home. Till when will the phonics be of help? The phonics will help you in obviously nursery, KG, definitely. It helps in grade 1, grade 2, even more because the phonics, simple phonics becomes rules. Like we are doing double O, the one that we cleared. Now the ch, sh, I have added an It's ch, sh. How do you do that with your child? Sikhayenge. For example, I'm going to do one sample story. Okay? Everyone listen. Am I audible without the mic also? Yes. Yeah, okay, but I'll still use the mic. Once, there was a boy called Harry Hatman. His name was Harry. Okay? He had many friends. Harry Hatman loved to read books. How many of you love to read books? Oh, Harry Hatman loves it too. Your friends. Now, Harry Hatman wanted to read quietly. So, Harry Hatman went to the library to read a book. There was a friend called So-So. What was his name? He and Harry Hatman were friends. So So-So was feeling bored. Oh, I must go and visit Harry Hatman. So went to meet Harry Hatman and he said, "Hey, Harry!" And then in the library there was noise. Are you allowed to make noise in the library?
No.
So Harry Hatman got panicked and he said, "Shh." So whenever So and Harry Hatman are together, they walk hand in hand. Are you going to remember that? And then a toot bandhan. They will not separate. They will always make the sh sound, and children will also remember the sound. That's how you will teach. There is no rule. How will you explain? This is the rule. Once they know this, it will always be this. Exceptions are there everywhere. If the doubt has come from your child कि ये ऐसा क्यों, तो address करो. आपको नहीं मालूम है, Google करो. नहीं मिल रहा है, मैम को पूछो. Find that answer but if the child is just asking, आज तो मैं phonics book खोल के बैठ जाती हूँ, today I have a chance. सारा पढ़ा दो. That's not going to help. Some words you need not tell them everything in detail. Some word, because if they've started reading, तो अब तो कितना phonics? It's a vast subject. So if there are some words that come beyond your understanding, accept them as words. किसका spelling ऐसा होता है? Let's remember. Let's find a way to remember it. But do that word. Can we go to the next slide, please, ma'am? Oh, now is the important part. The left ones are the and the right ones are the long sounds. How many of you have no clue about it? Okay. How many of you know it? Would you like to share it with us or should I not ask you? Would you like to tell? No. Okay, the vowels have short sounds and long sounds. Short sounds we are masters. Nursery में किया, KG में किया, grade 1 में भी करेंगे, 2 में भी. अब तो gone are those days, but still they exist. Short vowels: a, e, o, a, e, o, a, e, o, are short vowel sounds. Nobody spotted my error? Vowel sounds. Yes? They are the short vowel sounds, and each vowel has a long vowel sound too. The reason I am telling you, because आपके textbooks में, spellings में, they have so in phonics grade 1 and grade 2 में, you have rules which will be applied to a lot of words, but not all words, to a lot of words. So whenever you are learning a rule from grade 1, nursery में life is easy. एक rule सीखा, जिंदगी बन गई. सारे जो next 30-40 words आएंगे will have that same letter sound. Cat, bat, fat, mat, rat, pat, fat. Then cat, can, van, pan, van. But the middle sound is the same. So it's not difficult. They are just learning to blend. But when it goes to grade 1, complication increases. Why, I will tell you. A, E, O, A. Are we clear with these sounds? Only if you're clear with this, will we go to the long ones. The long ones are Shall I give you a trick to remember? The long sounds are the names of these. A, E, I, O, U. But they are written differently. Discovery? An easy tip for you to remember. So, A, E, I, O, U. थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेशन आगे बढ़ाएं, थोड़ा सा. यस, ये अकेला नहीं है. There are more criminals to this. A-Y. What is the sound? A. A. A with a consonant and an E at the end. For example, what is the sound? A. A, A, A. अब बोलो क्या करें? So one rule that I'm going to explain to you is, whenever the A sound is sitting quietly in the middle, it's this. Whenever the A sound is at the end, it is this. You know why? Because Inky the mouse, the little I, does not like to sit alone at the end. That is why it will always sit in the middle. And AY will mostly be at the end. Can you think of some words with the A sound? Yes, please tell her to tell me. She wants. Which sound? Tell me a word with the A sound. Clay. So when it's clay, where is the A sound? So what is the spelling? What is the spelling? C-L-A-Y. So where is the A sitting? At the end. Can you tell me one more? Play. Where is the A sound sitting? Get. Gain. Gain. Where is the A sound sitting? So which? Now what will you do about it at home? Take out a chart paper and put it on the... These are called alternative spellings. They have alternative sound options. Starting में नहीं आएगा. How will it come? Practice, practice, practice. Read, read, read. See, see, see. Look, look, look. The more they see the chart, so by then they will, so for example, if I tell you to write today, will you write T-O-D-A-I? You will not make that mistake because your eye is trained. Similarly, if they practice it enough, it will be trained. Ma'am, can we play the sound please? Okay, we have, okay, we'll play the sound please next. Let's sing the song together. Listen.
Short vowels that we use. A vowel is in every word, every word, every word. A vowel is in every word that we read or write. A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U are long words that we use.
Clear? One more time now. Will all of you sing with me please? Yes. Ma'am, once again please.
Short vowels that we use. A vowel is in every word, every word, every word. A vowel is in every word that we read and write. A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U are long words that we use.
Now, is the short and the long clear? Are you going to remember? If you are confused, you can look up short vowel sounds, you can look up long vowel sounds, and I think your GD QR code has a book that has a list of all the words, so you know the rule of it. Are you clear? What are these called? Super. What are these called? Oh, where are the blends? So you know they are blends. There are digraphs, there are trigraphs. So what do you think are trigraphs? Yes.
But A, E is the next.
No, these are long vowel sounds.
No. You give us options of A-I, A-Y, and A-E also.
They are alternative spellings. What is digraphs? Two letters come together and make one sound. What do you think is trigraphs? Three consonants coming together and making one sound. Clear? Gradually you will start understanding that each word has a pattern. So when your child shows some difficulty, maybe you can take that family words like a structure. If you want structure, usse rhyme karte hue ch, picture. You can list down those words, show them the similarity, help them to discover something. Forget about spellings, they will eventually do it. Help them to connect with the language. I think that will do a good job. Now, can we invite them on the stage? Can you please come on the chairs? Let's get to work. Thoda padhai, please. Find yourself.
Can we have the stage lights, please?
Sounds. Can you please make words and complete the words? Add the required sound in task number 4 in your worksheet. Can you tell me which are the long sounds? It's not given in the paper. Nobody? A, E, I, O, U. And you know the spellings also of those. Can you please, on the blank sheet, words for A, E, I, O, U. For each sound, can you write 2 words? Are we done? Could you please tell me the sounds, words that you've written?
Screen is not visible, but 2 words each.
O-A. O. O-U. Which word did you write? So you change the sound out. O-U. Let's try. No, you don't drop on the floor. We are just going to do that. Just actions. Okay, it's a paint. Paint. Yes, it's a long sound. Can I have fail? Hot. Milk. Milk. Which is the vowel sound it has? It doesn't have I. It's I-E. Which sound does it have? E. Is it a short sound or a long sound? So what will you do? Drop. Okay. Hand. Hand. No. Hand. The word that I say, you focus on the vowel sound that is used. Read once, read it twice, read it thrice. If the G sound, GH, is enough makes the F. Then the O in women, it's the shorty, women, women. And the TI in nation is the sh. So it's a fish. But here if you go to see, GHOTI, goti, is pronounced as fish. That's how the funny language is. So if we always go by rules and if we always try to catch hold of something to blame, it's not going to work. It's endless. Okay. Now, very important thing. Thank you, ma'am. We'll need the lights. Oh, we have 2-3 tasks. Are you with me or are you sleepy and want to go home? Oh, ma'am, we will by 4:15. Will that be okay? All right. Now we are going to do something very important. We have learnt the long sounds, the short sounds, the digraphs, trigraphs, blends. And I'll just tell you when 2 vowels come together and they make a sound like ow, 2 sounds, ow, they are called diphthongs. It's okay if you don't remember. It came to my mind, I just told you. We are going to do a very important thing called punctuation. What is the punctuation? Anybody, can you tell me what is the punctuation? That dot. The full stop, the question mark, the exclamation mark. How do you use? When do you use? Okay, so I am going to do a kung fu today. Are you energized to do that kung fu with me? We are going to do the kung fu punctuation. But I think it will be better if you come here and I go there so I can see all of you doing kung fu. Thank you. Kung fu. We are going to do kung fu. Who likes martial arts? Yeah, the kids would love it. And we are going to do the kung fu punctuation. Okay, the punctuations that you mentioned that are required in grade 1 and grade 2 are the full stop, the question mark, the exclamation. How do you remember how do you help the children to remember to put a punctuation mark, the correct punctuation mark, in its own place? Okay, sorry? Absolutely. The way we read, the sound, the intonation should tell what is the punctuation to be read. Now we are going to do the Kung Fu punctuation. Please stand up. We are going to do Kung Fu. Put your things down. And the first one is teachers. The first punctuation, very important, that they need to learn from KG is a full stop. So the sentence is running and we need to stop. Ha! The sentence is running. How do you stop? Ha! Come on. Everyone, how will you go to put the full stop? Ha! With the sound. Ha! The sentence is running. A fat cat sat on a mat. Ha! Tom and Jerry are having fun. Ha! I like to play in the garden. Ha! Wow! You already know it. She-ha! She-ha! Wow! She-ha! Hooray! She-ha! Let's go and play. You forgot. I love this game. She-ha! I love this game. She-ha! I love this game. Who wants to learn the question punctuation? She-ha! 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 Are you going to remember? Yours will be extra.
Everybody has an armrest. Open the flap and
Okay, do you want me to read it for you or do you want your papers in hand? I'll read. Put your papers down. Let's try. Are you excited? Are you ready? Yes. Hooray! It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Hooray! Can I borrow your book, please? I will return it to you tomorrow. Huh? Yes. It is a beautiful day. Very nice. One of the parents was about to... We are going to party tomorrow. Are you going to join us too? Super. Have you enjoyed Kung Fu punctuation? Let's be friends. Right. Comprehension happens from the time the child is born. Every time you're talking, they are inferring the meaning and they are reproducing. Right? So every time that language is exposed, whether it is your mother tongue or English, comprehension is important. Especially in grade 1 and 2, when they are moving from KG. It applies to KG as well as grade 1 and 2 because there has to be a smooth transition. Comprehension. At, back, cat, fat, mat, rat, sat. My child can read very well. Lap, tap, gap, nap, back. What is sap? Ma'am, that I don't know. I can read. it's very important to understand what you read. Why? A, you are in an English medium school, maths, EVS, English, all of it, you do it in English. So if you are not comfortable with English comprehension, you will not know maths problems, you will not be able to interpret the EVS question properly. And that is why to train their brains to comprehend, to read with meaning is very important. What are the kinds of comprehension? Ha. I asked a question. There's story comprehension, video comprehension, audio comprehension, and picture comprehension. Generally when you are narrating, so LSRW, listen, read, answer, speak में नहीं होगा, write में नहीं होगा. Audio visual, you can show a song and ask them, what do you think the song means? Let's say they are, आजकल के Hindi lyric song, don't ask what it means. But generally, whatever song, some interesting things they come across, some tune they are liking, some rhyme they are liking, what do you think it means? Generally ask them. Oh wow, you're humming something nice, what does it mean? I'm going to sing the song for you, can you tell me? I sing a lullaby to you, can you tell me what it means? Audio comprehension. Visual, they see screen all the times. If you want to make screen time effective, give them your chosen video. Let's say if they are doing Peppa Pig, I don't know what grade 1, grade 2 must be watching, whatever they are watching. I'm going to give you 5 questions. Or, I'm giving you 5 words. Tell me if you hear those words in the video. They will listen with attention, they will watch with attention. Bring attention to everything that they are doing. Yes? So there are audio comprehensions, visual comprehensions. Picture comprehension is what we are practicing. Ma'am, next slide please. And please answer. That is the task number 3. Are we done? When the class begins to talk, teacher understands. Is there any query? Are you through? Let's read the first one. Who will, ma'am, Mike? Oh, is it not visible? Are you able to see the entire picture? not. It's not. Yes, Didi, please, mic DJ. Yes. Please take the mic and read the first one. Yes.
There are 3 fish in the water.
Correct?
No.
No. Why?
Because the fish is outside.
The fishes are not in the water. It's outside. Yes. The next one.
There is a frog in the blue bucket.
Yes.
No.
Okay. The next one.
One of the boy is laughing. Yes. Yes.
Both of them are laughing.
Yes, you're correct. So precise English. Yes.
It is
The
outside.
frog is not in the bucket. The frog is sitting on the bag, which is kept next to the bucket.
It looks like
Sorry. That's maybe I don't know what could I have done. Maybe taken a different picture. Yeah.
The buffaloes are grazing.
Yes. Okay. The next one. So the answer is correct. I mean, I meant to say yes, I agree with you.
Okay. The dog is in the river. No.
No.
I think it will rain.
No. Yes or no?
No.
Why?
Because it is a sunny day.
Because it looks like a clear sky, a sunny day. Okay.
Yes.
1 minute, I'll just be back. Can you please write a sentence that I'm dictating? She told him that she loved him. She told him that she loved him. Did you write? Yes. Now we are going to play the only game. Okay? Write only on top of the sentence. Only, O-N-L-Y. Just write only. Did you write the sentence? Yes. उसके ऊपर खाली only लिखो. Now what you have to do is, you have to try putting only हर एक word के बाद and read the sentence. मतलब one by one. Like for example, where we put first, only she told him that she loved him. What is the meaning of the sentence? She's the only one who told. Now let's shift the place of only next. She only told him that she loved him. What does this mean? That is the only thing that she said. Now let's move only to the third place. She told only him that she loved him. What does that mean? She didn't tell anyone else, but she told. Okay, let's shift one more place. She told him that only she loved him. Let's shift one more place.
only she only loved him.
What do you understand by this?
No one else, but only her. She loved him.
I know, but what do you understand about the task?
Every sentence has a different meaning.
When you how it is shifting the entire meaning of the sentence. Same thing applies to comma, full stop, exclamation, all the punctuations. They're important. They change meaning with a wrong placement. Yes? Ma'am, do we have to wind up or 5 minutes more? Okay, then I think we'll go to the otherwise I thought we'll take one or two grammar this thing. No, I think we'll go on the last slide. The more important thing, what will you do at home? Now, we move to the, I think this is quite self-explanatory. We have discussed all of this, we have done all of this. Do you have any questions? We have done short vowel sounds, we've done the long ones, we've done digraphs, we've done trigraphs, we have done blends, we have done punctuations, we have done comprehension. There are some rules that I think the teachers wanted us to do, but we have really short time to cover the sounds. But one very important thing is, shall we try to blend the words? We've done short sounds and long sounds. Yes, do we have any questions, please? Yes.
Ma'am, we can't read what I'm supposed to do.
Oh. Okay, I'll read it for you. The first thing is read, 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 and read to them. Ma'am, can you turn off the lights just for, yeah. The first thing is read, read, read. You need not sit down and read. Find other ways to create love, connect, get that interest developed and start reading. How many of you already read at home? Wow. The ones who don't read, start with something very small like today's newspaper. There is a word, whatever. Can you tell me what is it about? Just one headline. Start with that. Keep 5 books. I have read a word called this in a book, in the title of the book. I saw there's a dog undercover in one book. Can you find out which book? Create love for books. I'm giving you this book. Can you circle all the picture words that are nouns from this? Just list down nouns. 5 nouns, 10 nouns. I think you have nouns and adjectives and all of it, right? So if you're doing nouns, generally how we would do nouns is, you tell them to pretend that they have a camera, or you give your phone's camera and you tell them, go and click everything that you can see around. Can you click 15 things? 15 pictures, 15 things. All the words that you can see and touch around you are nouns. The table, the book, the chair, the pencil, the hair, the dress, clothes, shoes, box, anything that they will see around, they are nouns. Now can you tell me one word that tell you about that picture? How is the box? Can you answer? A big box, or a heavy box, or a empty box, light box, yellow box, torn box, damaged box. Adjectives. Can you tell me how's the dining table? Dirty, clean, messy, broken, strong, white. They are all adjectives. Can you tell me how Mama is looking today? Beautiful, pretty, lovely. How's the baby feeling today? So generally, you're feeling happy? Wow. So whenever you get that answer to a how, is it? That is a describing word and that is an adjective. For grade 1 and 2, I think this much of knowledge is enough. Give them one word. How was your vacation? Good, amazing. How was it? He's showing me thumbs up. You are going to grow, go ahead. Are we clear with nouns and adjectives? Yes. Yes.
What's the chopping game? Yeah, even
Chopping game is segmenting. For example, if I tell you, please write down paint. Right? Paint. Can you make paint to a saint? What will you do? You will remove the pa, you will add. Okay. Now, can you write a bag? Bag. Bag. Can you make this into beg? Can you make a box into a fox? So if you give them flashcards, they just have to change that sound. This you can do with the word families. Ma'am, any word that comes magic-y, let's take a magic-y. If you're doing a cake, can you make a cake into a bake and a make and a steak and a rake and a shake and a drake? So you are just changing initial sounds, but you're covering 10 words. You're changing the first sound, then you can do games to change the second sound, you can change the ending sound. Can you make a bat to a bag? So they are using their brain. They are just not taking information as you gave and bas nikalo. Lo, nikalo. They are not machines. You try to use. Talk to them, ask them and challenge their minds. Yes.
How will you do cake and steak because the spellings are so different? How will you do
Steak and a cake, AKE. Cake. Starting sounds only they are changing. Yeah, the rhyming words. This is a good game for rhyming words, for beginning sounds, for middle sounds. It's good for KG, grade 1, grade 2. You can do words like structure, picture, TURE, खाली आगे का बदलो. फिर prefix है, तो पीछे का बदलो, suffix, anything. This is, if you want, there are very similar rhyming words. You just change couple of things and you can do that. I think that's all from our side. Thank you very much. You have been a great audience on a Saturday afternoon. Yes, yes ma'am, please.
Ma'am, what kind of books we should, use for toddlers? Like one which help them to create their imagination, or basically, the one which have phonetically proper books?
A, any book you read is going to tickle their imagination. So don't worry about the imagination part. Second, what is the purpose of you reading? Are you expecting the child to read? If you want the child to read, you pick a book that is easy for the child to read. If you want the child to develop a listening ear and reproduce that language, don't use phonetic books. Read normal books because they don't have to read. So you can give them words with the books with big words. You can go to complicated stories. But if they have that listening ear, if they're going to get bored, don't take that. Start with short books. If you want them, starting with, they will not read. If you're not used to reading, for toddlers, picture books are amazing. Just do a picture talk. That I have a picture of zoo. What do you see?
No, the problem with my son now is like I have been reading since he was 1.5. Now he just wants me to read. Like if I get a small phonic book, he's like, Mama will ask me to read. So he'll never do that. He'll get a book with, n number of lines and like, Mama, you read it for me. He wants to listen more and more. He don't want to try reading.
Okay, then maybe you can take one book. Okay, I'll read to you. You read one page. Start with that. Okay, you don't read the book. Can you just find these words for me? If you have a phonics book, you already have a word family in that book. Can you just circle these? I'll read the book to you. Barter. It can't be one way. Try to have some balance and be fair.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody, anything? Yes, please?
Ma'am, I heard that proper nouns,
Ma'am, lights, please. Yes.
the names of people, for example, can be spelled in any way. How
Yes.
far is that true?
It's 100% true.
Like, do we teach the children the same also? For example, the word say Preeti. It
Huh.
can be double E, it can be I,
Hmm.
it can be anything.
Hmm.
So, like, does it even be applicable to children or should
But
we
why do you want to teach that?
not teach in the sense, for example, in their there is a word Preeti. Like, should we encourage them? It can be PRI also, it can be PRW.
You tell them that you are correct. This is also Preeti, this is also Preeti. But in this lesson, we have to use this Preeti. It's correct, it's not wrong, so don't discard. Whatever they come up with, accept it. And then you tell them, the rest of the word is correct. Only this sound is a little garbad. Can we change that? You have to maintain their motivation. If they are demotivated, how will they be demotivated? With rejection. Galat, 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 bad, no. Then they will stop attempting. One more thing, when they are coming and talking in English to you, tuta futa, we don't correct. Don't correct. Give back the correct language. Give them correct. For example, if they come and say, I go to toilet. Do you want to go to the toilet? Give correct. Don't say ऐसे नहीं बोलते. Otherwise they will say try नहीं करना है. Reinforce the correct language at every place you get a chance. Don't correct them. Stop correcting them, stop telling them no, and stop proving how bad they are. If you focus on the good, they will take the good. Try it. And it's not that difficult. Anybody else with any question? I think, yes. Yes.
So when I was in school, if I would say, can I go to the washroom? We were corrected, you can do anything you want. Ask, may I go to the washroom? Is that right?
It's right.
Is that how you actually ask for things?
Yeah, may I?
Okay.
Yes.
So if our child is saying can, do
it
we
is
correct
about,
them?
now that is also English. It's about the intention. Meko to jana hi hai. Can I? If you're seeking permission, it's may I.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So
you
that
can do anything you want,
but
you
that
ask
is
me.
English language for adults.
Okay.
There are modal verbs, there are sentence structures, there are permissions when you go to corporate language or you teach that kind. It's for adults.
Right.
But when, so why would you want to correct him? Initially, वो बोल रहा है, encourage, and then when you feel he is confident to take a feedback, give it as a feedback. That can I sound like this? Shall I try? May I?
Right.
Be modest, be nice, and just expose the child to something. Don't tell him to do it.
Right.
They will do it. They
That's
will.
right. Thank you so much.
I think that's all for now. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Ushma ma'am. It takes a big heart to shape little minds. I hope this workshop has given you all the broader vision of teaching your child the language. As we approach towards the end of today's event, I would like to call on stage our primary coordinator, Ms. Shilpa Khandelwal, to conclude the program with her gracious words. A warm and graceful evening to our most honorable language expert, Ms. Ushma Kapadia, Madam Director Principal, Ms. Jayshree Churaria, Madam Director Operations, Ms. Sejal Thakkar, worthy teachers, parents and everyone gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a word of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this workshop happen. I, on behalf of GDGIS and the entire fraternity of the institution, first of all extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty for making today's event a resounding success. With His blessings and grace, we are able to make this event what it was. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff of our institution who are well versed in their job. A special mention to our respected Director Principal, Ms. Jayshree Churaria, and Director Operations, Ms. Sejal Thakkar, for being the catalyst that stimulated us to do our best and standing as pillars of strength. With a sense of appreciation, we thank our loving teachers for their untiring efforts. I would also like to thank the people who work behind the scene to make this event happen, our activity department team, PVA team and the housekeeping team. Thank you so much everyone.
for gracing this occasion and making this a success. Thank you so much, parents. Now I would request any two of our parents to please come up on stage and give your reviews on the workshop that was conducted for you and how helpful it was for you as a parent. Okay, dear parents, we'll be recording the feedback later. Now, you all may proceed towards the pre-primary section. So I would request everyone to move towards the pre-primary section for the display. After the national anthem, we'll have the national anthem to conclude the workshop, and then we'll all be moving towards the pre-primary section for the refreshment and the display.
Can we have the national anthem, please?
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे